Okay, so in this video, I'm going to go through 6 problems, 3 45, 45, 90, and 3 30, 60, 90 triangles for those of you trying to improve your problem number 8 on assessment 1. On the 45, 45, 90 triangle, the triangle is always a 1, 1, root 2. And so I went ahead and set the problems up. This is on the handout your teacher or substitute have given today. So the scale factor between the 1, 1, root 2 and the corresponding side is 8. So 8 divided by 1 is 8. So that means we're going to multiply each of the lengths on the original triangle by 8. So 1 times 8, going from here to here, is going to be 8. And then going from here to here, multiplying by 8, will give me 8 root 2. In this triangle, 16 divided by 1 means the scale factor is 16. So we're going to multiply each by 16. So 1 times 16 is 16. And root 2 times 16 is 16 root 2. Now I do realize that they're not asking for every missing length of the triangle, but I think it's important that you try to make sure you can do all of them. In problem 3, the scale factor is 12 divided by root 2. So based on the answer key, we can multiply each of these two sides here by 12 divided by root 2. So if I multiply 1 times 12 over root 2, it's going to be 12 over root 2. And it's going to be the same for both sides of the equilateral triangle. One of the things I try to encourage you to do when doing these problems is when you have a problem like this is turn it into a square root on the numerator in this case and come up with a simplified square root. So 12 times 12 is 144. So 12 becomes the square root of 144 divided by square root of 2. So that is square root of 72. 144 divided by 2 is 72. And then we start looking for that largest perfect square factor. 4 does work. And so does 9. But the largest one that works is 36. So keep in mind that 4 works and 9 works, then 36 has to work since both 4 and 9 are factors of 36. So instead of doing 12 divided by root 2, we could also have done 6 root 2. That would be another name for x. So there's still, I think, another 5 more problems. I've posted the answer key in the back of the room, plus also on the 2 files that are in the unit under review for this unit test coming up. You should be able to also find these 2 worksheets. So either place you'll be able to find the answer key. So I decided on the second worksheet to skip the first 3 problems and jump down to problem 4. So I'm going to be looking at 4, 5, and 6. So going from on the 30-69 triangle, keep in mind that the side opposite the 30-degree angle is always 1, hypotenuse is always 2, and the side opposite the 60-degree angle is always root 3. So if I'm going from here to here, I'm basically going to take and divide the 2 numbers. So 16 divided by root 3 is our scale factor. So from here to here, we're multiplying by 1 times 16 divided by root 3, so that ends up being 16 divided by root 3. So anything times 1 is itself. And then going from here to here, we are multiplying this by 2, or 2 over 1. So if I multiply this by 2 over 1, what I end up with for value of y is 32 over root 3. The 16 does not have a factor of 3 in it at all. Even if I take 16 times 16, there's just no factor of 3. So this fraction here, there's another way of simplifying it, but in terms of the technique we've been using, this would be the final answer. Problem 5, if I take 6 divided by 2, that's 3, so that's my scale factor. So I'm multiplying this by 3, so 1 times 3 makes x3. If I multiply the root 3 by 3, y is 3 root 3. Problem 6, if I take 22 divided by 1, the scale factor is 22, so 2 times 22 makes x44. And 22 times root 3 makes y 22 root 3. I decided to do this approach with you instead of like doing the arrows from the 30-degree angle or side opposite the 30-degree angle and then doubling and multiplying by root 3, because the one thing I found as I grade your test both times is that you were either multiplying by the wrong number, or instead of multiplying you were dividing, or you were multiplying to the wrong side because you were using whatever the number was that you were given. Let's say if that number happened to be opposite the 60, then you were doubling and multiplying by root 3. So I just found that there were a lot of mistakes being made. So I thought that maybe a better way of doing this with you is always draw the two triangles, the 1, 1 root 2 for the 45, 45, 90, and the 1, 2 root 3 for the 36 to 90. Set up corresponding sides and look for that, that scale factor, and then multiply by it, going from the 1, 2 root 3 triangle to the triangle you're trying to find the missing sides for. Hopefully that's helpful. Again, the answer key is back of the room, and I'll try to post this under the review section for the Unit 3 assessment, so that you're able to check the answers either way.